I'm sorry we lost Chipper. He was here earlier, and that in itself is evidence of his good intent. And I'd like to take all evidence into consideration in this concern that I have about one particular item in Chipper's presentation in Brad's conference here last Wednesday, and that is the issue of secret military tribunals secretly executing people that they deem are engaged in such heinous criminal activity that they secretively decide it's necessary to execute them. And I'd like to first of all lay a foundation for my concerns in that I believe that due process of law can be brought to function in a very quick and efficient manner, that for godly, righteous people of all forms, even if they don't profess religion, if they've got honorable character and intentions, there's no need whatsoever on this entire earth for any type of secret tribunals, especially executing people in secret. I'm not opposed to the death penalty. In fact, I do believe that in some instances the death penalty is appropriate, and I'm not afraid to endorse it in some of the more egregious cases. But that can be done in very quick and efficient manners by due process of law with unanimous 12-person juries reflecting the conscience of the community, in public, televised, both the deliberations and the execution, and nothing whatsoever should ever be done in secret. The evils that we're facing with the destruction of our nation is always done in secret. All of the powers that be that are oppressing all of us, they prefer to work in secret, in darkness, because they can't get away with their evil. As soon as light of day exposes it, and it's more than just Chipper advocating these things. There's numerous people, especially on the right wing, that are talking about how wonderful it is to have a big bad stick of big tough macho military people out here beating the snot out of people that they deem to be worthy of getting beat up on. And I'm here to tell you, in my humble opinion, that beating up on people or executing people with the death penalty is never, never, never to be tolerated in secret. It should only be accommodated in those remote instances where it's so seriously nasty evil that the jury unanimously agrees that it's appropriate. And all of those proceedings should be done in the broad light of day with plenty of opportunity for all honorable people to have their say in what's going on in the proceedings before that jury in court.
Here.
Thank you, and the wording of Chipper in the larger context in that union conference, I do believe was generally advocating that kind of a process. And I did confront Chipper there, and he backed off a little bit honorably and said that, well, it's not necessarily my views. And so I'm hopeful that maybe at some point in the future Chipper can come on and explain more clearly exactly what his position is and perhaps help us to fight against, see, there's a larger groundswell of jackbooted Nazi militarism that's coming at us through the coronavirus thing and all kinds of evil empire agenda stuff coming at us that's trying to lock down a military police state, and secret trials and secret executions is part of that. And we need to be united in standing up and speaking out against it. And hopefully we can convince Chipper of the merits of that. And perhaps even other, like people that Chipper has quoted, like what's his name, Charlie Charlie Moore or somebody like that's I think talking this way too. There's people that might be good-hearted, but they're not doing their homework. They don't comprehend how due process of law can produce liberty, the perfect law of liberty for everybody. They're looking to a nanny state, a right-wing version of a nanny state, to come in with a big stick and beat the snot out of people. That's not the optimal pathway for restoring our republic and our grassroots accountability for the people. So I've kind of had my say there, and I'd like to yield on that point, especially to Brad, or if Chipper might be back in, but I doubt that he is. But Brad, would you like to do any follow-up comments, because it was your show in which Chipper made these comments, Brad?